Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to your early morning intuitive guidance for this fine Saturday. We have a really cool card today, and I think you're going to enjoy the journey we go on. So I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, America's kick-ass coach and psychologist, here with some wisdom to start your day. And the lighting in here makes my glasses kind of weird, so when I'm looking straight, I can't see too well. So we have a card today. Good morning, Jerry. Welcome, welcome. We have a card today from the Native Spirit deck by Denise Lynn. And I have 3 decks with me down here, so we'll kind of be rotating between these decks. And again, I may at times feel moved. Good morning, Jody. I'm glad you're here. I may feel moved to do something other than read a card. But for today, this card spoke to me. I think it will speak to you. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Diane. I'm glad you guys are all showing up. We got some good stuff to do today. We're going to go on a little journey, and it's going to be about connecting. And I know one of you posted yesterday about feeling very alone in this process. And so a little extra boost to those of you who are alone. I think it is difficult when there's not someone there you can talk to. I get so here, if I were at my own home, I think it would be very different. But here, I'm so busy taking care of my parents that I don't have as much time to really dig into, okay, how am I feeling about all of this, etc. But when you're alone, your brain can make that difficult. So we're going to do some mind management today in the process of this and help you all feel less alone in this interesting time that we're in. So, card is from the Native Spirit deck by Denise Lynn, and beautiful card, and I think it's going to help with that feeling of connection. Ancestors. So let's hear what it has to say, and then we're gonna go on a little journey. Ancestors, card meaning: wisdom is blossoming. No kidding, right? Oh, we're up to 10 people. Welcome to the others who just joined us. Wisdom is blossoming. Even if there are unsettling situations in your life, there's a reason for it, and much good will occur as a result. Your ancestors are sending you incredible support to fulfill your dreams. Be aware of the coincidences, signs, and synchronicities around you. Watch for messages from your forebears. Welcome, Joyce. No matter what's occurring on the surface of your life, listen to this next part. No matter what is occurring on the surface of your life, your prayers are being answered in mysterious ways beyond your awareness. Things are lining up here. Things are lining up. Your native spirit wants you to know there's wisdom that dwells deep within your cells that's a spiritual bequest from your ancestors. This wisdom has come not only from your forebears' joyous, carefree times, it has also bloomed from their failures, deflated dreams, and seemingly wrong turns in life. And I love that phraseology, seemingly wrong turns. They weren't wrong turns, not at all. You learned something, they learned something that now they've passed on. Part of their message to you is to cherish every experience, including the difficult and painful ones, for all of it will deepen your wisdom, compassion, and understanding, as it did theirs. Also know that there's an innate wisdom within you, always. It's simply a matter of turning within in order to access it. Native people always call on their ancestors for support. To ask for their help is to walk the native path. Sometimes you may be so focused on what's outside of you that you forget that wisdom is available to you from the spirit of your ancestors. Be willing to ask, for they want to support you. So I'm not going to read the journey part yet because we're going to go on a journey. So let me show you our beautiful card again. And what I'd like you to do is close your eyes. Some nice deep breaths. Breathing in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. 2 more. And then we're going to travel. 1 more. And you may keep your eyes closed, and I want you to just keep breathing deeply and easily. And I want you to imagine a beautiful place. It may be a place in nature. It may be a place where you've been before. It may be one of your forebears' homes. Wherever it is, imagine that beautiful place. And every breath you inhale, you imagine more details about that beautiful place. And every breath you exhale, you move closer to that beautiful place. Breathing deeply until you find yourself present in that beautiful place. And I'd like you to look around and notice the details, little bitty things that perhaps you noticed before, or maybe they're brand new to your observer's eye, delighting in the details that you're seeing, bringing all of your senses to bear in this beautiful place. So what do you hear? If you're in nature, you may be hearing birds or breeze. If you're inside, you may be hearing the ticking of a clock or voices. Just hearing whatever's available to you in that beautiful place. Reach out and touch something in this place, grounding yourself and anchoring yourself right there in that moment. What can you smell? It might be fresh air, might be the ocean, might be baking bread or cookies. What do you smell in this space where you are? There may be something for you to taste. Feel free to do that and feel good about that. And now I'd like you to notice within yourself that there's a feeling of anticipation, an impending feeling, a good impending feeling, like you're waiting for something or someone. And I'd like you to invite an ancestor to join you in this beautiful place. And don't set the intention ahead of time who's going to come. You may have a desire for a certain person to be present with you, and you can allow that to be, but don't demand that it be what you wish. Allow Spirit to unfold this in divine right order. So again, you may have a thought of who you'd like to have from your ancestral lineage join you in this beautiful place. But allow, we're going to do this twice, so don't worry. Allow whoever comes to you the first time around to be whoever it is, he or she. And some of you may literally see that person join you. Others may just have a sense. I'm more of a sensing kind of a person. I just have a sense of when someone's present. Some of you may hear that person's voice. Just allowing that ancestor to join you there in that beautiful place. And when they do, I'd like you to really connect with them. Again, using all of your senses. And each of you will have a primary sense that connects with that person. Again, it may be a touch. You may feel that person holding your hand or with their arm around your shoulder. You may hear them. You may feel the warmth of them next to you. You may literally see them. However it comes to you is divinely perfect. There's no right or wrong way to do this. And if you don't recognize that ancestor, I'd like you to introduce yourself and ask them who they are. And if you do know them, feel free to greet them in whatever way comes naturally to you. Might be a hug and a kiss, might be a nod, might be just a smile, whatever connection feels good at this point in time. Breathing into that connection, feeling it strongly. If you are one of the people who is alone right now because of the pandemic, this is a beautiful opportunity to connect. You can hug this person. They're already on the other side. So they have no fears at all. Just enjoying that connection. And then I'd like you to ask them, what made them decide to be the person who came to you right now? Do they have a message for you? Do they see a need within you? What led them to becoming present for you right now? And I'd like you to breathe in the full import of their answer. The reason that they chose to connect with you today from the other side. Breathe that in. Really ground that and anchor that into the core of your being. They chose to come to you. And I'm going to give you some silent time to have a conversation with that ancestor who has joined you in your beautiful place. Ask the questions you want to ask. Ask for what you need. And I'm going to remain silent for a period of time. Breathing and connecting deeply with this ancestor of yours. And if you're enjoying your conversation with this ancestor, know that you can go back and re-watch this video to move yourself into this beautiful place. And then just stop the video at the point where you just want to spend time there. Spend as much time as you like, and then you can turn the video back on once it's been posted. And now I'd like a second ancestor to join you. And that ancestor may be from that same era, or it may be from a very different time span in your ancestral lineage. Again, you can request somebody, but allow whoever chooses to be present, because they're coming to you for a reason. And your first ancestor may just hang around to spend time with the second ancestor also, or they may step away, whatever's in divine right order. Calling in with the breath, that second ancestor who has something for you today. Breathing that in. And when that second ancestor presents, and this one may come in the same way that the first one did, visually, auditorily, physically, a sense of feeling the connection to them, however they come, or they may come differently than the other one did. That is fine too. However they show up is divinely perfect. And I'd like you to greet that ancestor. And if you don't know who they are, ask. Breathing and connecting. And I'd like you to ask that second ancestor why he or she chose to become forth today, to present to you. What led them to being present right here, right now, in this beautiful place with you? And listen to their answer. Breathing that answer in deeply, right down to your very roots. Grounding and centering in their answer. And then I'd like you to ask if they have something for you today. Some wisdom, some guidance, a story to share. And listen to what they have to tell you. And feel free to ask this ancestor whatever questions you have, whatever you want to know. Ask for the help that you need. And I'm going to be silent for a while as you have a conversation with this ancestor. And again, know that if you are enjoying this conversation and you wish for it to continue, when we are done and I've posted this video, feel free to go back, return to this beautiful place with this ancestor or any others who choose to join you. You may end up with a whole room full of ancestors. We don't have to do social distancing when you're imagining and connecting with your ancestors. How cool is that? But you can return to that in the video and then just pause the video, have whatever conversations, connections, experiences you wish with them, and then you can move the video along. But for right now, just enjoying that connection with that ancestor who's with you. And again, there may be two there, or others may have barged right in, seeing the open invitation and decided to join. That is absolutely fine. Just be with who's ever present there for you in this beautiful place. And allow them to help you have this connection, this ancestral lineage connection, going back through space and time, many, many generations. You may just have gone back one generation. Does not matter. All that lineage is there for you. The divine support through them from the other side. It's all right there for you. And just for fun, let's go forward a ways. Let's go forward. Several generations, moving through the generations. Breathe into that. Allow a future person in your family lineage to come to you. If you have children, it may be a grandchild, a great-grandchild, etc. If you don't have children, it might be a great niece or nephew. Someone moving forward in the family lineage. Allow them to join you in your beautiful place. And I'd like you to ask them who they are. If you're not sure who they are, what's the lineage to get to them? And I'd like you to ask them something really, really important. Their perspective, looking back. They may have learned about it through history class. They may have learned about it through family lore. Looking back at the year 2020, when there was a pandemic, ask for their perspective on that, from their place in the future. What do they know about that? What has history taught them about that? And listen to their answer. Breathing. Gaining a perspective on what you're experiencing in present time, but they are experiencing from a future time. Hopefully an interesting perspective, hopefully a much broader reaching perspective than what we have right here, right now. And I'd like you to thank all of these individuals, the two ancestors who came to you from the past, or others if they joined, and one person in your lineage moving forward. I'd like you to thank them for joining you. Thank them for their support right here, right now, in this beautiful place. And if they're ready to go, they can. And I'd like you to take 3 more nice deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth as you look around this beautiful place, knowing that you can return here anytime you would like, simply by wishing it so, or going back to this recording and allowing it to take you there. Nice deep belly breaths. Anchoring and grounding, feeling solid and stable, connected backward and forward, knowing that even if we are physically in this moment alone, we are never alone. We are highly connected. And then coming back to your present moment, maybe tapping your feet on the floor. If you have a cup of coffee in front of you, putting your hands around the warm cup, looking around at the things in your space, grounding yourself. How was your journey? I want to see some comments. How was your journey? And again, I hope that you do this journey over and over again, keeping yourself grounded and connected. We have this vast wisdom that goes back from us. I'm going to show you the ancestor card again because I just think it's so awesome. This vast pool, storehouse of wisdom from all those who came before us. And here was an opportunity to draw on that wisdom and to move forward to those who will come after us and draw on their wisdom also. Connected, forward, backward, left, right, up, down, without and within. And again, that connection within, that was a part of getting where we went today, was going within. Tapping that more frequently. Allowing that to support us, to weave that fabric that holds us up, So I would love to see some comments in the feed. If you want to post them after I'm done, that's fine too. But I would love to see some comments. Who were the people who came to you? What was their message to you? How are you going to take that message and step forward in faith with it? So, oh, lovely. Trish says her message from the future was, use this opportunity. Use this opportunity. Joyce did a meditation for grounding in her root chakra. That ground prepared for this. Fabulous. Again, and there, Joyce, is one of those synchronicities that this card talks about. Let me find that sentence again because I thought that was so cool. Let's see where it is here. Maybe that was on the first page. Yes. Be aware of the coincidences, signs, and synchronicities around you. Watch for messages from your forebears. So, again, the word coincidence, I don't think coincidence is really coincidence. It's designed that way. And take support from that. There's divine unfolding going on here. Even when things seem bleak, there's divine unfolding going on. Sometimes things have to be really shaken up for us to get it. Here's our opportunity to get it. So, I'd love to have more of you put some comments in the feed. I'd love to hear who you connected with, what your messages were. That's going to be of support to all of us. And that's what we really need right here, right now. So, have an awesome day. I'm sending you namaste. The divine in me honors the divine in you. Have a great day. We'll see you again tomorrow. And remember, you are capable of far more than you think you are.